Hello everyone, my name is Frank Momolo. I've been in the business advisory space for over 20 years, and before that I was the CEO of several companies, so I know a little bit about how businesses work. I'm here today to talk to business coaches who have been in the business for a while, not necessarily brand new coaches. I don't think this video is for them. But if you've been around for a while, perhaps you've had a number of clients, you've built up what you feel is a good fundamental base of business coaching skills, and maybe you've had some successes, maybe some big ones, and maybe you've even created some raving fans. Good for you if you have. But perhaps you feel something's not quite right. You seem to be spending a lot of time acquiring clients and perhaps a lot of money acquiring clients, but they don't seem to stay around very long. So the coaching engagement is rather short, results may or may not have been delivered, and the next thing you know, you're out on the trail beating the bushes for more clients. If that's you, you're the group that I want to talk to today. This business may start to seem, maybe it wasn't as easy as you thought it was when you first started. And you may be wondering why that is. Well, there are a number of reasons why it is, and I'm hoping to explain that to you in this video. To start with, let's look at the first slide. This slide depicts what I refer to as the ideal business coaching cycle. And you can see from the diagram, it starts with the acquisition of ideal clients. And when you acquire these ideal clients, and you're able to help them, and they're able to pay you, and you get results, everybody's happy, everybody makes money, and perhaps you create a fan base, you get some testimonials, and probably some referral sources. And the wheel of this cycle turns very slowly, meaning the engagements last for quite a while, years sometimes. Unfortunately, that is not the real world that most business coaches experience. Let's take a look at the next slide. This slide illustrates what I call the real world of business coaching. And many coaches find themselves in this predicament. They don't attract ideal clients. They attract non-ideal clients who are not able to pay them what they're worth, don't have the staying power to see a solution through to its conclusion, and so end up in a relatively short engagement and perhaps even have negative things to say about the coach. Not good. And this wheel, unlike the ideal wheel of the business coach, spins very quickly. So before you know it, you're out on the trail again, beating the bushes to get more clients. And accompanying this rapid engagement cycle is a huge fluctuation in your income. So what happens is that you begin to accept almost anyone as a client just to keep the income flowing in. And so it's a self-spiraling, destructive cycle. It gets worse as time goes by. How did this happen? How did you get into this? And more importantly, how do you get out of it? Well, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but it happened because your coaching company lied to you in your training. They led you to believe that in many cases, if you acquired clients and simply plugged them into one of their one-size-fits-all, canned solution, like a profit-building software or an online learning system, then magically all of your customers' problems would go away, everybody would have a happy landing, and everybody would make money. And unfortunately, it's not true. There's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all business solution. Are you trying to say that if I build rocket ships or sell jelly beans, the same solution is going to work? What if my company needs to be a new capital structure? What if I need to hire and motivate a middle management team? You think profit software is going to help that? It's not that simple. These solutions tend to attract only the very low end of the market for business owners who need assistance. And those are the very people that become the non-ideal clients because they don't have patience, they don't have sophistication, and very often they don't have the money to pay you what you're worth. So what do we do about it? Well, you move to a different market segment. You move, first of all, to an area that you know something about, and you move to a business size in the middle market, not the small business market. And in my terms, the middle market are businesses that have a few million to perhaps 30, 40 million in revenue. They have the resources, they have the staying power, and they have the understanding to execute your instructions and follow them to the letter. They coincidentally are a highly underserved market. There are some consulting firms that handle middle market companies, but not that many of them. And these companies don't have the resources to hire the big guys, the McKinseys. They just don't. They can't pay $1,000 an hour for help. And their needs are generally far beyond the skill sets of the average business coach. So it's a large untapped market, and there aren't that many people around to tap it. So, how do you get this skill set? Well, that's where my 6-cylinder business assessment and repair group comes in. I am forming a group of highly skilled business advisors, I don't even call them coaches, to learn from my experience and the experiences of each other using real-world case studies, many of them my own clients that I've had over the years, as well as learning a set of advanced skills, things like financing sources, types of financing, using number theory to solve business problems, and so forth. We have a lot of other things that are in the program that will build your skill sets to get you clients that will pay you retainers of $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or $10,000 a month. And you don't need very many of those to make a very good living. The key is that you have to have the ability to accurately identify the root cause of their problem, which very often they mistake. For example, if a client says we're not making enough money, that is almost always not the problem. It's a symptom of a problem. Why are you not making enough money? Is your pricing wrong? Do you have a lot of competitive pressure? Are your costs too high? Do you have quality issues, efficiency issues, after-sale warranty support? Is someone stealing from you? I've actually had one of those. You need to be able to identify what that root cause is, and then be able to fix it. It's not enough to put them in some plug-and-play solution. It's not going to work. So if building a skill set and meeting a great group of people that you can bounce ideas off is something that might be of interest, and if you'd like to really seriously build a 6-figure income, consider going the next step and learning a little bit more about what this group has to offer. Click the link below on this video to get all the information you'll need. Thanks very much for your time. I really appreciate it. I wish you all the best, and I wish you a profitable day.